Bill Nelson, who is down by how many votes? Like 12 to 13,000 votes. His attorney says, breaking, no Floridian should have their rightful vote denied because of mail post office delays. We are suing to protect these ballots. Hashtag count all the votes.
Right, exactly. And also, they are still waiting on a judge to figure out whether or not the Nelson people are challenging the exact match law where your signature on the provisional ballot has to match your signature on your voter registration. And Mr. Elias also says that he doesn't like the fact that non-experts are judging whether or not it is a match. He has said we have seen states have significant match laws struck down as unconstitutional. So he's suggesting probably unconstitutional in Florida as well.
And I think part of the fun of voting and having your voice heard is finding out on election night. We all stay up really late to see what these votes, when they come in and when these races are called. If you aren't, or you're still counting votes after 10 days, and I understand if it's super close, you have to do that. And it is down there. But if you're still counting votes, if they change it for going forward, we're still counting ballots 10 days after, it kind of takes the fun out of election night.
Yeah, well, I'm willing to take the fun out to get it right, though, Ainsley, right?
Well,
and we just go back to election day being election day.
Ultimately, though, the reason the Scott people had a problem was because they've insinuated that a whole bunch of extra ballots have come in after the voting stopped. You know, there have been all sorts of stories, although yesterday one of the judges, when they threw out Mr. Scott's request to impound the machines, he said, you know, you guys are talking about all this voter fraud. If you've got any evidence of voter fraud, let's see it. Here's Rush Limbaugh on all of this.
Count every vote is a dog whistle for we need to find more votes, not votes that have been cast.
The effort here is to make it look like Rick Scott and DeSantis and the Republicans are trying to not count ballots. That's the purpose of this. Count every vote is not really a requirement. It is meant for the media to use that as a psychological message to the great unwashed that somebody's trying to not count every vote. And, of course, who's standing for this and calling for it? Why, our good friends, the Democrats. When, in fact, it's all caca. Count every vote is nothing more than a trick to make people think dastardly, evil Republicans are not counting every vote.
Well, it is curious why 65 counties got it right, and these two counties that they're Democratic counties, right?
Yep.
Aren't they Democratic?
Yes.
Okay, so why these Democratic counties?